Welcome to episode 7 of the Cubs DJ Show. I'm Cubs DJ on Twitter. The month from hell never got better. We watched for about 6 months to get kicked in the nuts in September. The 2023 season of the Chicago Cubs, over. The Cubs needed to go to Milwaukee, sweep the Brewers, and get some help elsewhere, and they got none of it. After losing on a walk-off in Game 1, you could just sort of feel our hopes and dreams drifting away. And just like that, the roller coaster season is over. This was a really insane season. I made videos early in the season, if not the beginning of the season. Cubs are playoff bound. Belly's gonna be the most important player. Yada, yada, yada. It sounds like I'm a lot smarter than I am, because these videos seemed really stupid most of the time this season. If we go all the way back to June 8th, we got swept by the Angels. At this time, Cubs are sitting 10 games under 500. I'm kind of just looking around to see what top teams have top prospects. Come get Belly and Stroh. And it just sort of seemed like another one of those lost seasons on the north side. From that date on, the Cubs had 100 games left and won 57 of them. Not too shabby. It's a 92 win pace season right there. If you told me the morning of June 9th that the Cubs would not only not trade away their guys, but they would go get guys like Jose Cuas and Candelario, I would say you have no idea what you're talking about, and don't get my hopes up. We went from 10 games down to being the hottest team in baseball. Obviously, a couple guys stepped up down the stretch, and that actually gives me hope for our core going forward. Yeah, there's guys like Seiya and Belly that carried the offense for what seemed like weeks and weeks, but two guys I want to highlight here, give a shout out, Adbert and Javier Assad. The two were pretty much decent question marks going into the season, and even early on in the season. Who knows how we're going to use them. But Assad became a rock down the stretch, kind of guarantee 5 to 6 innings, 1 to 3 runs. Always kept you in the game. And we switched Adbert to a closer, and he was absolutely electric. That's the sort of progression that we're looking for from the big guys, but the fact that we're getting it from the smaller prospects really makes me excited about the bigger prospects. Obviously, PCA didn't get a hit, which is crazy. Canario's big night was one of my favorite games of the season. We have pieces. It's there. The division's not really going to get much better. I don't know what's going to happen with the Cardinals. And even though there was an absolute meltdown in September, I'm excited about where we're at. I do remember the excitement I felt when I read the tweet that Candy's coming back to Chicago. That sort of solidified the transition from rebuild to, all right, we're about to become an actual contender. Front office actually believes in the club, actually believes in the guys, and really thinks that going out and getting pieces would be enough to make the playoffs. If Jed and the boys didn't think they were ready, they wouldn't have gone and got guys. That makes me excited. Now, looking forward at the offseason, there's a shit ton of questions I'm gonna address in other videos that I make. But now that your classic Cubby depression has come and gone, it's football season.
Great practical joke, Jim. Got me go to the annex. No! God, please, no! No!
I'm gonna look back at the 2023 Cubs pretty fondly. We were so bad the last couple of seasons. I had no idea if we were gonna make a step, go backwards, go forward, make the playoffs, get last place. Floor and ceiling were as far apart as possible. I truly had no clue going into the season what was gonna happen. The ending sucked. The more I go into September numbers, the sadder I get. Overall, the season was awesome, and I really can't wait to see the franchise build up, hopefully, another postseason team here in the very near future. What would Ted Lilly do? Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I love you.